historic breaking news coming out of Raqqa, Syria. Syrian Democratic Forces have raised the flag inside Raqqa Stadium, the last remaining area there still held by the Islamic State in the country. Raqqa, right now, is finally, after years, fully liberated. U.S.-backed forces have succeeded in their final push to take over full control of the city from ISIS. Raqqa was once the capital in Syria for ISIS, and now they just lost control of their last pocket left. A field commander from the Syrian Democratic Forces says at the very end there were just less than 200 jihadists willing to mount their final last stand. Joining me in our studio is our senior Middle East correspondent, Mohammed Al-Qasim. Obviously a groundbreaking, historic achievement. What does it mean? Put it in the context of the larger fight against ISIS, and what happens now?
Well, it's over for the so-called Islamic State organization in Syria and probably even in Iraq, as the fight against IS has been waged by the Iraqi central government as well as by the SDF. Those are the Syrian Democratic Forces. It's over for them as we know it.
They once had millions in their control, ISIS, and at the very end in Syria, just about 200 left willing to fight.
Those 200 were foreign fighters who were getting news that they surrendered to the international coalition, the Syrian Democratic Forces. It's a force that is made up mainly by Kurdish fighters, have full control of the city. So what's next now for IS? They still have small pockets around Iraq and Syria that they control, but those are nothing compared to what they used to have in the last 3 years. And I think they are on their way out as a force, as a military force above ground. I think IS will evolve now, whether it's going to go underground and become some sort of an insurgency movement, such as the ones we had in the early days of the U.S. invasion in Iraq. No one knows. But for the time being, this is a huge hit and blow to Islamic State organization in Syria, and it's definitely a huge morale boost for both the SDF and the Iraqi forces.